The third judge withdraws from IPOB leader Kanu'S trial. Justice Binta Nyako of the Federal High Court in Abuja yesterday withdrew from the treason trial of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu. She is the third judge to give up the case midway into the trial. The judge announced her withdrawal shortly after Kanu demanded that she recuse herself. Kanu's lawyer, Aloy Ejimako, urged the court to adjourn, claiming that his client was denied the opportunity to adequately prepare for his defense. But before Ejimako could conclude his submission, Kanu rose and asked his lawyer to sit. The defendant said, "Sit down. I say you should sit down." Then turning to the judge, he said, "My lord, I have no confidence in this court anymore, and I ask you to recuse yourself because you did not abide by the decision of the Supreme Court. I can understand it if the DSS, Department of State Services refuse to obey a court order, but for this court to refuse to obey an order of the Supreme Court is regrettable. I'm asking you to recuse yourself from this case." Prosecuting counsel Adegboyega Awomolowo San urged the court to ignore Kanu and proceed with the trial. Awomolowo noted the contrary to Kanu's claim. The Supreme Court ordered that the defendant Kanu should be tried on 7 counts left than the 11 counts contained in the original charge on which he was first arraigned. He said the justices of the Supreme Court ordered this court to proceed with the hearing of the charge against the defendant. "My lord, you should not recuse yourself on the basis of this mere observation, which does not have anything to do with the Supreme Court. It is an incompetent observation. We urge this court to proceed with the hearing." Kanu again stood up and held out a document he claimed was a substitute judgment of the Supreme Court. Without seeking and obtaining the judge's permission, Kanu read a portion of the document where he said the Supreme Court found that action of a trial court in the case rendered the impartiality of the judge suspect. Kanu then said, "But my lord, you know I love you. It is just that this court is allowing this prosecution to railroad me into a trial that is at variance with every provision of the Constitution." The defendant then sat down following the Justice Nyako expressed displeasure about his conduct. The judge subsequently announced her decision to withdraw from the case. She said, "I hereby recuse myself and remit my case file back to the chief judge." They're on to this case. Is going around this? It's not a matter of is it going. It's going around in circles. So even the judge for one to recuse himself, go, what is soon? Huh? Uh-huh. It is good as Nigerian government is making public spectacle of the judiciary. I did tell you. They say they do that, man. Sincerely. But they're ridiculing themselves. I wonder whether Nigerian government will produce another yes man judge. It is difficult to get justice where criminals are making the law. Nigerian government is turning Nigeria into a lawless country by disobeying their own law. Do you understand? How they go to disobey their own law? How judiciary, Supreme Courts. Supreme Court go come outside, come talk, say, make them do this thing. They no go do them. Like, why? Ha. This guy is seriously teaching Nigeria a lesson that Britain did not taught them. Peace be upon you, my able leader. May God disappoint. My own be say, this man, make them release him. They don't have any case against him. How many times have you been said they have quitted to? They can't still hold them back. Like how many times? He don't do. I really don't understand why Kalu is still in DSS custody after ECOWAS and the court in Nigeria asked them to. Do you understand? Waiting then the judge inside this matter. Waiting then the judge. To me, it doesn't really make any sense here. It does not make any kind of sense. Make them allow me this man. Do you know how many? I don't want to say how many times they don't even talk. Say you are acquitted and free from your charges. How many times they don't talk him? He don't do now. May they allow this man. Make him do it. Make him go in. Make him go see his family. The man don't serve. He never. How many times? 3 years never do. Ha. They know that it's just a case of justice denial and racism against the Southeast people. May they allow that man dey. They okay as they do it like that. They okay. And the thing is, the more they do this, the more everything what they do, they recorded do. They recorded. They have nothing to present exactly. Nnamdi Kanu is very rude, going by his action before the court. He should be sanctioned severely. Let him remain in confinement as it has showed that he is dangerous to the society. You don't see now, you will be say Boko Haram, they butcher you for your place. You don't say your own place they safe. Your own now, no be danger be that. Let us hear. Making us stop being petty. Stop being petty. Stop it. The federal government has no legal ground against Nnamdi Kanu. Justice Bisanyeko being the third judge to withdraw from this purported treason case against Kanu is an indication of a very serious technical and moral laxity in their case. If the case was going on correctly, Binta would have followed the earlier reading from both the appeal, the Supreme Court. But that was not so, all because of the high rates of corruption in the country. It is very clear now that the case has ended legally for want of substantial evidence, but for political reasons, the man is still in prison. Yes, the man is still in, what's it called, DSS custody. And it's not supposed to be so. Believe it or not, even Tinubu cannot save Nnamdi Kanu. The most annoying part is the same Igbo people will come and still fight under my comment. Are you guys blind to see that Nnamdi is a threat to the power British have in this country? Putin is only trying to use him, and anybody that comes out again will go down. Even that Simon, staying in Israel and Sharp Mountain, forgetting Israel, US and UK are like twin brother. They will tie him like goat and bring him home when needed. For now, let him enjoy. Okay. As parents suffer to establish their children, Nnamdi Kanu is suffering not only for Igbos but for Nigeria. May parents like him live and enjoy the fruit of their sufferings. It takes time for God to create his type. He is not a cheap article. Let the world value him. I believe now that this man is sent from above and cannot be fought. I believe he is upright. If I were FJ, I would just swallow my shame and free him. Tinubu should just redeem his image. Yeye Buhari knew he could not do anything and he allowed it to linger so he can transfer the shame to Tinubu. Yes, now. Not only that one. Buhari know a lot of things when you avoid. The first subsidy now Buhari supposed to come out and not come out. He leave him for Tinubu. That man now ole na EV. If he nothing says there's not a mark of smarts. He not supposed to come out the subsidy. Because he knows if he come out the subsidy, I go see something. That's why he no come out. Now they don't come out the fuel subsidy. We see they hear or say they see they pay some part of the fuel subsidy. Now we see they hear. They don't come out and waiting they happen now. Other things don't follow. So me like just this thing be say this man they no get case against this man. If they get case, make him do and well, make them release and make him go. He don't stay there for long. Always respect government. 4 years in detention, so your people lose their obedience to Tinubu and cry back to you in prison. Now, wow. Okay. I don't think it's wise, it's rightful for a tribe to just come and say they want to be divided because of what we are facing in our country. And for some people to be creating a so-called IPOC, for them to think it will disable the nation. Nobody wants to disable the nation, my darling. They have given, it is not a crime for them to do what they're doing. Like I said, it's also not a crime for somebody to say, I don't want to be this thing again. No, my dear, not be by force. They're not supposed to force you. If somebody, a member of your family, can't say they don't want to be your family member again. If you try to handle the matter, try to find out waiting cause fights. If you don't see say this person is helping, my dear, you go leave him. You go leave him, Abi. Abi, once they hold him, you won't tie him. Now, goods. Alright, so on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.